China's top 10 most terrifying beasts. The number one's fighting power far exceeds your imagination. Do you think foreign beasts are truly invincible? Let me tell you, if they encountered my country's 10 most terrifying beasts, even the African lion, known as the king of the savannah, would probably have to meow obediently. China, a country with 9.6 million square kilometers of land, boasts diverse terrain and climate, nurturing abundant wildlife resources. From the snowy coastal plains of the northeast to the towering mountains of the southwest, numerous incredibly powerful beasts inhabit my country's vast land. Among them, the Siberian tiger has a paw strength of up to 1 ton and a bite force of up to 1,000 pounds, more than 10 times that of a human. The giant pandas we usually see are adorable. But do you know how strong their attack power is? Have you ever seen an animal stronger than a bear or a tiger? They possess either astonishing bite force, unparalleled strength, or a master of ambush. Each one has unique skills. Today, let's take a look at the 10 most terrifying beasts in China. 10 of the most terrifying beasts in China. Witness just how powerful they are. The Tibetan wolf, also known as the Chinese wolf or Mongolian wolf, is a distinct subspecies of the gray wolf family. They are medium-sized, with adults averaging between 1 and 1.5 meters in length. These wolves primarily inhabit the vast and desolate uninhabited areas of Tibet and are among the most fearsome predators on the Tibetan plateau. They also have a complex emotional bond with Tibetan herders, making them a creature that evokes both love and hate in the Tibetan people. Tibetan wolves are fierce, with extremely sharp canines and an astonishing bite force. However, their most terrifying aspect lies in their almost despairing unity. When hunting, they have a clear division of labor and work together seamlessly. Almost no prey can easily escape their encirclement. They roam between uninhabited areas and herder settlements, hiding by day and active by night. Under the cover of darkness, they silently sneak into sheepfolds or cattle pens, leisurely enjoying a free buffet. Meanwhile, those who roam year-round, the Tibetan wolves deep in the uninhabited areas, are even more ferocious and dangerous. They show no fear of human activity and will even provoke it. They will chase and bite passing vehicles, displaying extremely strong aggression. Even more terrifying is that they sometimes attack lone travelers, especially at night. A chilling incident occurred in 2016 when 2 explorers were cycling through Xinjiang, Tibet County. As they reached the uninhabited area, darkness fell, so they found an abandoned public toilet and decided to spend the night there. Neither of them expected that a pack of Tibetan wolves would silently surround them that night. When they were later discovered, the 2 were found dead. This story is still repeatedly told in Xinjiang, Tibet County, becoming a real nightmare for every traveler crossing the uninhabited area. 9th place, South China leopard. The South China leopard is an important member of the cat family. The South China leopard is extremely rare in my country, with a very limited overall population. They have a slender build, with adults averaging 1.3 to 1.7 meters in length. As a Class 1 protected animal in my country, the South China leopard is one of the most important species in the country, holding a crucial position in my country's wildlife protection list. In terms of fighting ability, the South China leopard is no less formidable than a tiger. Their tongues are covered with tiny grooved barbs that help them sever meat from the bones of their prey. A lick from such a tongue, even if not fatal, would be excruciatingly painful. In addition, the South China leopard possesses a pair of large, sharp canines, combined with an extremely powerful bite, making their meat highly intimidating during hunts. Their main prey is medium-sized mammals, such as goats and deer. Once they lock onto a target, the South China leopard can use its astonishing bite force with a bite that shatters the prey's cervical vertebrae, delivering a fatal blow. The South China leopard's climbing and leaping abilities are equally astonishing. They particularly favor trees, their claws providing exceptional grip and making trees their ideal habitat. They often use the foliage for concealment, patiently waiting for prey to approach. Once prey passes beneath, the leopard leaps down with lightning speed, pouncing on its prey and delivering the final, fatal blow with its sharp jaws. The entire process is swift and precise, giving the prey almost no chance to struggle or escape. Therefore, the South China leopard is considered one of the most stealthy and explosive predators in the forest, inspiring awe and fear. 8th place, the Amur leopard. The Amur leopard is the largest of all leopard subspecies. Compared to the South China leopard, they're not even in the same league. Even the jaguar, known for its ferocity, is nothing compared to the Amur leopard. Currently, the Amur leopard is mainly distributed in northeast my country, which is also the habitat of the Siberian tiger. The Amur leopard is known for its willingness to go toe-to-toe with Siberian tigers. This alone speaks volumes about its formidable fighting ability. Adult Amur leopards can reach up to 4 meters in length and weigh an average of 250 kilograms. While not the strongest of all felines, it is a truly versatile hunter. The Amur leopard's hearing, vision, and sense of smell far surpass those of most animals, allowing it to silently approach its prey and then appear unexpectedly, making it difficult to defend against. In terms of weaponry, while its jaws are shorter than a tiger's, they are comparable to a lion's. Its jaw muscles are extremely developed, capable of generating astonishing bite force. With its sharp jaws and with its powerful bite force, the Amur leopard can easily tear apart the bodies of most prey. Even more terrifying is its lack of obvious weaknesses. It excels at running, swimming, and climbing trees. Whether it's an animal in the trees, a fish in the water, or a mammal on the ground, once targeted by an Amur leopard, it almost certainly meets its end. This shows that the Amur leopard is an extremely indiscriminate predator. Unlike tigers or lions, it doesn't simply eat and leave. Given the opportunity, the Amur leopard will not easily let go. This greedy and efficient hunting strategy makes it one of the most fearsome predators in the forests of northeast China. 7th place, giant panda. In daily life, giant pandas always appear as adorable and endearing creatures. Their round bodies, striking black and white fur, and slow movements make them hard not to love. However, what we usually see are those that have been domesticated and raised by humans for a long time. Giant pandas in such an environment, their carnivorous instincts have largely atrophied, but some remain. However, wild giant pandas living in the wild are not at all as gentle and amiable as they appear on camera. Essentially, giant pandas are purely carnivorous, but through evolution, they have gradually shifted towards a bamboo-based diet. Adult wild giant pandas can reach 1.2 to 1.8 meters in length. They have almost no natural predators in their habitat. Their seemingly clumsy bodies contain astonishing strength. A giant panda's paws are extremely powerful. A single slap is enough to kill an adult. Furthermore, their paws are equipped with sharp claws, which are not only used for climbing but also for disemboweling other animals, causing fatal injuries. In terms of bite force, giant pandas are also not to be underestimated. Their bite force is only slightly weaker than that of large bears such as polar bears and grizzly bears. Giant pandas have very thick fur and fat layers, forming a natural protective barrier. Animals with shorter teeth find it difficult to penetrate this barrier and injure the panda's vital organs. Therefore, neither wolves, tigers, nor leopards dare to easily provoke or cause trouble for adult giant pandas in the wild. So don't be fooled by the lazy and cute pandas in zoos. Beneath their adorable exterior, they retain the essence of a ferocious beast. 6th place, Asiatic black bear. The Asiatic black bear is widely distributed in Heilongjiang province, my country. It is a ferocious beast that one must be wary of. People often say it steals robes, which is certainly a reference to its cleverness and gluttony. A joke about sex, but in real life, it's far more than just stealing. It frequently attacks innocent passers-by. In recent years, incidents of black bears attacking people have occurred repeatedly, with news reports almost every year, sending chills down one's spine. Adult Asiatic black bears are extremely robust, reaching up to 2 meters in length when standing and weighing up to 200 kilograms. Their bite force exceeds 200 kilograms. While this figure isn't among the highest for large predators, it's still a lethal threat to most animals. However, what truly earns the Asiatic black bear its place in the predator world is its terrifyingly powerful 4 limbs, especially its upper body strength. Even more astonishingly, when it strikes with all its might, the instantaneous impact force can reach approximately 1 ton, a figure comparable to that of the Siberian tiger. It is precisely this terrifying power that makes the Asiatic black bear so bold as to challenge the Siberian tiger for territory and resources. In terms of diet, the Asiatic black bear is a typical omnivore. Normally, their diet consists mainly of birds, honey, and various plant roots and stems, occasionally supplementing their diet with insects. Only when food is extremely scarce, and they are desperately hungry, will they choose to hunt large animals. However, even so, the Asiatic black bear's aggressiveness should not be underestimated, especially in areas with frequent human activity. once a black bear feels threatened, or when extremely hungry, an unexpected encounter with humans often leads to serious injuries. Therefore, never underestimate them just because they appear docile. Fifth place, South China tiger. The South China tiger is a tiger species unique to my country, hailed as the soul of China. It is a Class 1 protected animal in China. Once upon a time, it was the most formidable apex predator in the Chinese forests. Adult South China tigers are between 2.3 and 2.5 meters long and weigh between 128 and 150 kilograms. The South China tiger is a typical all-around hunter, with an extremely keen sense of smell and incredible running speed. Like other tigers, the South China tiger's most crucial weapon is its pair of incredibly sharp tusk pincers. With its claws and 4 sharp, long, slender toes, the South China tiger hunts by first grabbing its prey's back with its sharp claws, then biting its throat and severing the trachea and blood vessels with its powerful bite. The entire process is swift, decisive, and deadly. The South China tiger is known for its fierce temperament, extreme aggression, and territorial instincts. It will sometimes even challenge predators larger than itself without flinching. However, this incredibly powerful beast is now on the verge of extinction. Back in the 1950s and 60s, due to a severe lack of awareness about wildlife conservation, coupled with fear and misunderstanding of tigers, a large number of wild South China tigers were ruthlessly killed. Hunting. By the time people realized their mistake, it was too late. Today, the South China tiger is considered extinct. The remaining 100-odd tigers are all kept in zoos and breeding centers across the country, having lost their former wildness and dignity. It's heartbreaking and regrettable to think that this species, once called the soul of China, can only eke out a living in this way. Fourth place, wild boar. Wild boars are distributed throughout most of my country. They are large wild animals with a very wide distribution and strong adaptability. If you know anything about wild boars, you'll know that their fighting ability is in no way inferior to most carnivores. Although they don't belong to the family of predators, if it really comes down to fighting, even some fierce predators would have to think twice before daring to challenge them. Wild boars are typical omnivores. To be precise, they will eat almost anything edible, whether it's plant roots and stems, fruits, insects, bird eggs, goats, or even carrion. They can devour everything. Their remarkable survival ability is entirely due to their exceptionally powerful digestive system. There's almost nothing they can't digest. Wild boars are also quite large, averaging around 150 pounds, with some adult males weighing even more. Their most terrifying and distinctive weapon is their pair of sharp, protruding tusks. These tusks, wild boars can use their fur to turn over soil in search of underground food, and they can also be used as highly lethal weapons. Their most common attack method is a savage charge, followed by a ferocious bite, resulting in immense impact and destructive power. Being hit by one can have unimaginable consequences. Besides their formidable attack power, wild boars also possess exceptional defensive capabilities. Their fur is extremely coarse, and they have a thick layer of fat, making them truly tough and resilient. Experiments have shown that weapons with less lethal force have difficulty penetrating their hide, demonstrating just how tough their bodies are. This seemingly ordinary yet ferocious animal is widely found across my country. Third place, snow leopard. The snow leopard is one of my country's important animal species, often referred to as the king of the snow mountains. However, they don't only inhabit the desolate peaks of snow-capped mountains. They are also frequently found in ordinary mountainous areas and steep cliffs. Their habitats are more diverse than people imagine. Snow leopards are carnivorous felines, naturally aggressive, and extremely cautious, rarely revealing their whereabouts. As typical high-altitude rock-dwelling animals, snow leopards are active year-round near Shuexian County. They have been spotted on the snow-covered slopes of Mount Everest at an altitude of 5,400 meters. One of their most outstanding abilities is their astonishing leaping ability. They can leap from cliffs 3 or 4 meters high, landing smoothly and unharmed. These animals, with their exceptional balance and body control, thrive in treacherous mountain terrain. Snow leopards often inhabit extremely steep cliffs, primarily preying on an animal called the Himalayan blue sheep. The Himalayan blue sheep are expert climbers, able to traverse near vertical cliffs with ease, making them veritable acrobats on the precipice. However, the snow leopard manages to hunt them deadly even in such harsh and complex terrain. Once it locks onto its target, The snow leopard pounces at incredible speed, using its sharp teeth and powerful jaw muscles to swiftly tear and devour its prey. The entire hunt is clean, precise, and ruthless. The Himalayan blue sheep has virtually no chance to resist and can only surrender. The snow leopard's ability to hunt on steep terrain is extremely rare in the entire animal kingdom. Not only must it contend with steep slopes, but it must also maintain precise attacks while running and leaping at high speeds. A slight misstep could send it plunging into the abyss. Therefore, the title of King of the Snow Mountains is well deserved. Every hunt is a breathtaking life or death struggle, inspiring awe at the cruelty and ingenuity of nature. Second place, Asian elephant. Currently, only two species of elephants remain in the world, the African elephant and the Asian elephant. Comparatively, the Asian elephant is slightly smaller than the African elephant. Adult Asian elephants have a shoulder height of 4 to 2.7 meters, and can weigh 3 to 5 tons, making them the largest living elephant in Asia. Land animals in nature aside from humans, Asian elephants have almost no natural enemies. Many people believe Asian elephants are gentle and docile, but in reality, they are not as docile as people imagine. Asian elephants frequently attack passing vehicles on the roadside, and those huge cars are like toys to them, easily destroyed. An elephant's trunk is one of its most powerful and agile weapons. Once an animal provokes it, it will use its trunk to lift the opponent up and slam them to the ground, followed by a series of repeated trampling attacks. To date, no other animal can withstand such a trampling attack from an elephant. Besides its trunk, tusks are also a major asset of the Asian elephant, a formidable weapon. Ivory is the exclusive mark of male Asian elephants. Adults can grow to about 1 meter in length, with exceptionally sharp tusks. If an elephant launches a brutal charge, its sharp tusks can instantly pierce through its target. Even the hardest car shell can be easily pierced without resistance. Such destructive power is enough to deter any opponent. It can be said that although Asian elephants are slightly smaller than African elephants, they are still among the most awe-inspiring land animals. They usually appear calm and composed, but when provoked or threatened, the power they unleash is terrifying. Therefore, whether in the wild or in areas with human activity, a sufficient distance and caution must be maintained when encountering Asian elephants. Beware, never underestimate them just because they appear docile. First place, Siberian tiger. The Siberian tiger is the largest feline in the world, truly the king of tigers. It possesses an incredibly powerful bite, capable of exceeding 500 pounds, enough to instantly incapacitate any prey. In my country, Siberian tigers are mainly distributed in the mountains and forests of northeast China, where the vast primeval forests provide them with an ideal habitat. Adult Siberian tigers can exceed 3 meters in length. Despite their massive size, they are exceptionally fast and agile, showing no signs of clumsiness. They generally rest during the day. The real hunting begins at nightfall. Siberian tigers are natural ambushers. A master hunter, the Siberian tiger can silently and stealthily approach its prey without making a sound. It possesses immense patience and precise judgment, often waiting a long time for that fatal strike. Once the opportunity arises, the Siberian tiger leaps forward, choosing its prey's life with lightning speed. Its powerful bite instantly snaps the prey's cervical vertebrae. The entire process is swift and decisive, giving the prey no chance to struggle or escape. It can be said that the Siberian tiger is a top-tier, terrifying hunter, perfectly combining speed and power. Within its territory, almost no animal can escape its pursuit. A ferocious beast combining immense strength, speed, stealth, and aggression, standing at the top of the food chain, inspiring both awe and fear. Every nightfall on the snowy coastal plains of northeast China, the Siberian tiger reveals its true power. Its existence is not only a masterpiece of nature, but also one of the most precious and attention-grabbing aspects of wildlife conservation in my country. Well, that concludes this video. Which of these 10 most terrifying beasts in China left the deepest impression on you? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, like and subscribe, and share it with your friends so you won't miss any of our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.